Yo, my people, what's going on? It's match day shows or shows, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with another video. And United have just lost to Arsenal, aka Stoke City, 2-0 at the Emirates Stadium. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even too disappointed. I kind of knew that they would score a set piece goal. I was gassed that Gabriel wasn't out. Gabriel was out, sorry, and they still done us, man. Like they are so good at set pieces, and we just couldn't live with it. Up until they scored their first goal, we did pretty well. The only thing is, you could see like United what Amarim was doing. You could see like a structure to us. You could see an identity. You could see the style of play. However, we just wasn't brave enough on the ball, and we never really ever troubled Arsenal apart from Delit's set piece, which is ironic because we couldn't defend them for anything today. Literally, anytime Arsenal had a set piece, they looked like scoring. So yeah, listen, man. When I was watching Arsenal, when I grew up watching Arsenal, they were expressive side that had loads of flair players, and they still do. But where they're different is now, which is a credit to them, is they got a bit more physicality to them. They're a real tall team, and they're very good at set pieces. Sorry, and it can change a game. Up until their two corner goals, Arsenal didn't look like threatening us at all. I saw the XG before they scored their two goals. It was when they scored their two goals, it was already one. Obviously, the game opened up for them and they had loads of chances towards the end of the game. But the game was done. You know what I mean? Effectively, they done us with two set pieces and we're on our way back home, which is unfortunate and disappointing because if you're going to lose, at least lose by a good goal. Do you know what I mean? Their first goal, obviously, has come from Timber, who's only flipping 5'9" or 5'10". So that's poor marking, and it was just a great ball from Rice. And then their second goal comes from Saka on the other side, with Partey, I think, heading it off Saliba. So yeah, it is what it is. Horrible goals to concede. Glorified Stoke City, pretty Stoke, have done us with two set pieces, and yeah, man, we move. Honestly, I'm not disheartened by this result at all. Um, like I said, there was enough there in that first half to be like, all right, cool, we can work with this. Do you know what I mean? We just got to be more brave on the ball because we have City next, and I guess we're going to line up similar. Do you know what I mean? I was bit disappointed to see Ahmad and Rashford on the bench. All for the rotation. I love the manager using using his squad. I just feel like Arsenal could have been hurt, especially with Zinni and Kiwi are playing. I felt like we could have got at them a bit more. Do you know what I mean? So I would have liked to see Ahmad and Rashford in the starting lineup just from going based off last game. But I understand manager wants to rotate. It's a big season, especially around this Christmas period. There's loads of times where you can pick up injuries and whatever. So listen, I get it. Yeah, that's all we can really say on that regards. In terms of everything else, like I said, man, it was a pretty boring game. I felt United did very well in the first half, but like I said, we need to do better on the ball in terms of being a bit more brave on it, attacking. Bruno played as an 8 today, which I don't really mind. Didn't have really other options with Kobe being out. I just can't wait for the next game, really and truly, because I was just looking at this game, just saying we're not going to get a result. Arsenal are too good defensively. We don't offer much in attack. We're not there yet. Do you know what I mean? We're not there yet in terms of our like our combinations, in terms of where people need to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can pass around the back all game. Do you know what I mean? So we just need people to play in the pockets a bit more. We need people to be a bit more expressive on the ball. We need to be our freedom players, like and our creative players, like the Brunos, the Amads. We need them on the ball more, and it just didn't happen today. But I'm not all doom and gloom. We showed a good account of ourselves, albeit the chance creation was lacking heavy. But it's to be expected, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go to the Emirates after 3 games. Who Arsenal are a very strong side. They're challengers. They got great players all round, and it's just not realistic for us to go there and bop them. Do you know what I mean? We gave a decent account of ourselves. We could have been a lot better if we was a bit more braver on the ball. Because I felt like I said, with their players being out, with Gabriel being out, we could get at them. However, it just didn't happen, man. Do you know what I mean? But listen, um, Arsenal fans, they've been rubbing it in already. We're just gonna have to hold the L, guys. Do you know what I mean? We move. Our next game's Nottingham Forest, and hopefully we can get a better result. And hopefully now with Euro coming back as well, um, we get a settled side basically. Do you know what I mean? Because the side ain't settled at the moment. There's a lot of rotation, which I don't mind. There has to be, but in terms of when I say settled, just knowing that all right, these 6 players are going to play every week, or these 5 players are going to play every week, or these 7 players are going to play every week. But it's just unfortunate because United always pick up injuries. But Euro in there, Maguire in there, Delete in there, it still looks solid. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, Lissandro is back next game because it wasn't an injury, it was just a yellow card. Shaw's injury ain't too long, but obviously he's not reliable. I thought Malacia was decent today, but then he picks up a silly yellow card, so he's got to come off at half time because he's up against Saka. I thought we kind of lost our balance when we done that also. But yeah, man, like I don't really know what to say because the game was quite boring and we've conceded from 2 set pieces. Do you know what I mean? End of the day, we got done. Although we've conceded from 2 set pieces, we need to practice defending them because Onana looked weak today. I'm not gonna lie, it reminded me a bit of like De Gea when De Gea's in goal. Do you know what I mean? Where the opposition just target the box and target the keeper. So maybe we need to be a bit more off him, play a bit more higher with our line in the box, supposed to just being on the keeper. I don't know, but they got to sort it out because we can't be conceding 2 goals a game from set pieces. Do you know what I mean? You don't give yourself a chance, especially at 0-0. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say if I'm honest with you. Arsenal were the better team today. They deserve their 3 points. Like I said, really, really disappointing to concede 2 corner goals. 1, cool. 2, do you know what I mean? It could have been 3 or 4 corner goals with the amount of corners they had. And then, like I said, towards the end of the game, they started getting a bit more chances. As you would, the game would open up. But listen, man, if that's what I've got to go off from 3 games from Amarim, there's stuff to work with. Do you know what I mean? We've got to be patient. We've got to sit tight. He said there's going to be some hard times. And today was a hard time in terms of us being able to attack. We just didn't see that expressive side that we saw against Everton and Bodo Glimt. And I know we're away from home, but the capabilities are there in terms of being able to be a bit more brave. Do you know what I mean? But that will come. That will come. I can't expect a lot. Like I said, end of the day, Arsenal were better than us today. And we just have to affirm that. Our next game is against Nottingham Forest. Hopefully, we go there with a settled team and a good result. And then I'll see you guys in the next one, really and truly. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's the match review. If you enjoyed this one, please like and subscribe. Follow me on all the social media platforms. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Stoke City FC. You, man. Stoke City FC, innit? But yeah, I'm out, man. That's match day. Love.